Hello everyone. In our last class, we have already discussed what are the different types of not-for-profit organization and what is not-for-profit organization. Okay, so whatever we have discussed in the last class, try to note it, and the detailed note will be provided soon. So in our last class, we have learned what are the features of not-for-profit organization. So there are 5 features, that is voluntary associations. That means that any person can be the member of that organization, and there is no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, religion, etc. Next one is the objective, that is their main objective is to provide services to the society without the earning profit. Entity, which means that the organization has separate than its members, it has separate name, it has separate seal for its running. Next one is non-profit motive, which means that the organization wholly works without profit motive. And another is sources of funds. That means in order to run the not-for-profit organization, we need certain amount of capital, and for that this amount comes from subscriptions from the members and donations from the members as well as non-members who are well wishers of the organization and who also want to contribute to the society, and that's why they provide donations to not-for-profit organization like clubs, schools, colleges, then religious institutions, etc. So next, what are the difference between profit seeking and non-profit seeking organization? That means difference between the profit seeking, that means those organizations who are provide services to the society with the objective of profit, and those organizations who are providing services to the society without the object of earning profit. So there are 4 differences. The first one is the nature of activity. The first basis is nature of activity. That means their main activity. For profit seeking organization, it is manufacturing or buying and selling of goods and services. That means either they sell goods and they provide services. And for not-for-profit organization, they do not sell any goods, do not buy any goods, do not produce any goods, but they provide services to the society. Next one is primary motive. Primary motive means that the main motive of operation for those organization. For profit-seeking organization, the main motive is to earn profit, and for non-profit seeking organization, the main motive is to provide services without no profit and no loss basis. Next one is net result. So net result means the result of the operation of the organization. So for profit seeking organization, the result in terms of net profit or net loss, but for non-trading organization, the difference and the result will be the surplus or deficit. So surplus means profit and deficit means loss. But for non-trading organization, not for profit seeking organization, these are termed as surplus or deficit. Next, use of surplus. That means for profit seeking organization, what is the use of net profit or net loss? So whatever may be the net profit or net loss, it is shared by its owners. But in case of not for profit seeking organization, it is not shared, but it is utilized for the benefit of the members of the society. So these are the main important distinctions between profit seeking organization and non-profit seeking organization. First one is the main activity, that is manufacturing or buying of goods and buying and selling of goods and services. And for non-profit seeking organization, their main objective is to provide services to the society. The main activity is to provide services to the society. Next one is the primary motive. For profit seeking organization, as the name suggests, its main motive is to earn profit, and for not for profit seeking organization, their main activity is on no profit or no loss basis. Next one is the net result. The net result of the operation for profit seeking organization is either net profit or net loss, and for non-profit seeking organization it is surplus or deficit. Surplus means if the income is more than expenditure, it is called surplus, and if the expenditure is more than income, it is deficit. Next, what are the use of surplus or use of profit for both the organization? For profit seeking organization, whatever may be the profit or loss, it is shared or distributed among the owners. But for non-profit seeking organization, it is not distributed, but it is utilized for the benefit of its members and society. Next, the main important things of that chapter, that is what are the books of accounts and financial statements prepared by not-for-profit organization. Okay, so the chapter name is Accounting for Not-for-Profit Organization. That means what are the accounts and books of accounts we have to maintain in those organization. The first one is the receipt and payment account. So before discuss this account or point, we already done cash book in our first year. So let's recall. In cash book there are two sides, that is left side and right side. In left side it is receipt side and right side it is payment side. And cash book is normally start by opening balance of cash in hand and opening balance of cash at bank, and it is closed by closing balance of cash in hand and closing balance of cash at bank. For trading organization we have prepared cash book, but for non-trading organization or not-for-profit organization we are not going to prepare cash book, but it's similar in nature like receipts and payment account. So in receipts and payment account, it is left side, that is receipt side, we are going to record all the receipts in the debits left side and payments in the right side. And it is also started by opening balance of cash in hand and opening balance of cash at bank, and closed by closing balance of cash in hand and closing balance of cash at bank. Next, income and expenditure account. Okay, so income and expenditure account means we can find the net result of the non-trading organization by preparing this account. In last year we have done profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is two part, that is left side is expenses and right side is income, and the difference between income and expenditure is termed as either net profit or net loss. So it is similar to trade profit and loss account. In income and expenditure account, the debit side, left side is expenditure account and right side is income account, and the difference between income and expenditure will tell us what is the net result of the operation, that is net profit or net loss. But in that, as it is a not-for-profit organization, we cannot say it is the net profit or net loss. If there is profit, then we can term it as surplus, and if there is loss, then we can call it as deficit. And next one is the very similar to trading organization, that is balance sheet. So in balance sheet there are two parts, left one is liability and right one is asset. But in our practical problem we are going to do only two types of account, that is receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. So before starting our practical problem, we have to understand all these important points in these chapters. That means what is surplus, what is deficit, what is receipts, what is payments, what is income, and what is expenditure, and some of the other important terms that we are going to record in receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. And some of the important points are: first one is the capital fund. So capital means any amount which is contributed by the owner of the organization, but it is a voluntary association of persons, so there is no capital contribution, therefore there is no capital account. but the excess of assets over liabilities of such organization will tell us what is the amount of capital, fund or general fund. It is similar to trading organization, that is the difference between assets and liabilities is capital, but in those organizations there is no direct contribution of capital. Whatever may be the liability and whatever may be the asset, their different will tell us what are the amount of capital or general fund will in our non-trading organization. Next one is the life membership fees. Life membership, that means the membership for the whole life. So in order to become a member of the non-trading organization, we have to pay a certain amount of fees, and this fees is called life membership fees. And life membership fees means the lump sum payment made by some persons only once during their lifetime, which enables them to become the member of that organization for whole life. Okay, so the life membership fees is one kind of income or receipt for the non-trading organization, and it will come in the receipt side of the receipts and payment account and income side of the income and expenditure account. Next one, entrance fees or admission fees. So the term entrance fees or admission fees means that the whatever the amount of fees we are will paid at the time of joining the organization. So similarly for non-trading organization, whenever the persons are going to be member of that organization is required to pay certain amount of fees, and this fees is called admission fees. Admission fees and life membership fees is different. Admission fees means the amount which is paid at the time of admission, but life membership fees means the any amount which will be paid anytime in order to become the member of that organization for the lifetime. So entrance fees is also a receipt, and it is a kind of income for the non-trading organization, and it comes in the receipts side of the receipts and payment account and income side of the income and expenditure account. Next one is the subscription. I have already discussed what is subscription. Subscription is the one of the main source of income for the non-trading organization. Without subscription or donation, no non-trading organization can run. So subscription means the amount of money which a member is required to pay at periodical interval. That is monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly, in order to keep his membership of the organization alive, is termed as subscription. That is the amount which will be paid by the member, which will be paid by the members of the organization at the time at periodical intervals in order to keep his membership alive, is called subscription. Next, donation. So donation means the amount which is voluntarily contributed by the member and non-members who are well-wishers of the organization. It is not necessary, it is not necessary, it is optional. That is, it can be contributed by any member, any person who are member or who are non-member of the organization, those who are going to contribute to the society, those who are well-wishers of the organization. So for non-trading organization like club, religious institutions, schools, college, there are some amount of donation, and it is paid by the both well-wisher of the organization, those who are going to contribute to the society, those who are member of the organization, and those who are non-member of the organization. And it is one of the main source of income for non-trading organization, and it will come in the receipt side of the receipts and payment account and income side of the income and expenditure account. Next, what is honorarium? So before discuss this point, we are going to recall some of the important terms like what is salary. So in first year we have learned what is salary. Salary means the amount which will be paid by the employer of the organization to the employee for the services he done. But remember the one thing, the salary will be paid only when there is regular works. But in non-trading organization, as there is no employer, no employee, so there is no salary. But for any specific service rendered by the any person, we have to pay a certain amount to him, and this amount is called honorarium. So any fees paid by the non-trading organization to any person for his works is called honorarium. For example, suppose a club organized a cricket match and the amount of rupees 500 paid to the umpires, and this amount is not salary, but this amount is termed as fees, and this fees is also called honorarium. So honorarium is one kind of expenses for the non-trading organization, and it will come in the expenditure side of the income and expenditure account and payment side of the receipts and payment account. So these are some of the important points. So students, please note it, and the detailed note will be provided soon, and these are the most important things for our practical problem. Okay, so this is the end of the lecture 2, and try to understand, and if any query then tell me. Okay, thank you.